review for today, and it's a pleasure to have with us our dear guest, Dr. Walaa Sherif. She is an assistant teacher of political marketing. Good morning, Walaa.
Good morning.
So, as usual, let's start by taking a look at the main headlines of our dailies. Well, we have a lot of things actually to be discussed for today, and before we start, let's say that we have many bombs that took place yesterday on the anniversary, just as was mentioned, of the ousted President Mohamed Morsi. How do you see all these events?
This was all those events were predicted to be happen, and the policemen and the military system should take in consideration that there will be a lot of news, especially the boom that was at the Tahrir Palace this week too. This was a sign that yesterday, the anniversary of ex-President Morsi, the removal, that will happen to that means and that bombs again, and it is predicted to be done again.
Let's start actually by taking a look at the main headlines of our newspaper. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi issued 6 decrees on Thursday. First, amending a number of laws, including wage ceiling law of 42,000 Egyptian pounds per month that applies to workers in the government and all operators under its control, including economic services and local councils and villages. Second, deals with law of penalties concerning anyone who steals the identity of a military or a policeman. It also bans digging tunnels in border areas. And third, protection of competition and new anti-monopoly policies. And fourth, deals with truck licenses according to transportation law and banning some old trucks for being used. And fifth, concerning licenses given for construction of buildings or facilities that should be given by Interior Ministry. And finally, the allocation of 205.14 grants of state-owned land for agricultural reclamation projects.
Those are very important decrees that is mentioned, especially the banning of the tunnels. It should be found not allowed anymore and should be monitored if there's anything done not applying that law. Also, the banning of old trucks is very important nowadays, according to that. It's like a disaster walking on in a street that harm others people. So this is very important, and hope as usual to be applied as it should be.
Right. I remember we talked a lot about the trucks over the road, especially the highways. But this is concerning the old trucks or
this is concerning the old trucks, but some general trucks or even the good one should not move on the highway.
They should be prevented from moving using these highways during a certain period of the day, for example.
Especially the time that the workers are going to their work and the school time and university, and the students going to their universities. They should be permitted at that time because of the great number of accidents that they cause.
Right, and moving on to Egypt Independent. A Giza security source said an unidentified attackers hurled 3 bombs at police stations in eastern Nubiya, western Nubiya and in Baba on Thursday. Actually, it is eastern and western Nubiya. The source added the 3 simultaneous blasts caused little damage to the police stations, and no casualties were reported. Investigators said that at least 6 people were involved and that the bombs were thrown off motorcycles. Meanwhile, an Interior Ministry source said a bomb went off inside a car stationed on Ahmed Sai Street in Abbasiyah. 2 people were on board at the time. An official statement by the ministry said police arrested 1 suspect while the other one was able to get away. And again, the motorcycles.
Yes, that's what we should prevent nowadays for security issues. Motorcycles and not motorcycles and the tuk-tuk, as we said before and we told before, those others use it, or criminals use it as a tool as to do their crime or through their wound, as it is an easy way to go. although the motorcycle is a very important mean of transportation for families that they don't have the ability to get a car or another different transportation tool. So, but it should be prevented, or the policeman in the street must focus and rewrite the license of those who are moving by motorcycles. And the story of the bullies attacking the police station, when that scenario will end, I don't know. Because this scenario is old and it should be, and we predict it. So why we are not taking our preparations, good security preparation, not to face it? Motorcycles are not allowed to be beside the policeman's station, or those who stand there. Where's the security for those areas? I don't know. But because this week was full of bullies and violence as a kind of in the anniversary of Morsi removal, but we are not well prepared yet to face it.
Moving on to almost reunion. A conscript was shot dead while two officers and another conscript were injured in clashes between security forces and Brotherhood supporters in Paris, Helwan on Thursday night. The two officers and the conscript sustained wounds from shotgun pellets and facial burns. According to the ministry, some Brotherhood elements hurled petrol bombs on a building for Ain Helwan security forces, causing the building to catch fire.
The same scenario. Muslim brotherhoods and policemen and bulls and fires and violences.
And still with the same scenario, moving on to Al-Masri Al-Yawm. 9 injured in a train blast in Alexandria. The number of injured people in a train blast that occurred in Alexandria on Thursday rose to 9. A primitive bomb exploded late on Thursday night in a passenger car on a train on the Abu Qir line. The explosion caused glass to shatter and several citizens were injured. The injured were taken to hospitals for treatment, including 4 men, 3 women, and 2 teenagers.
The same scenario, attacking people everywhere, especially the poor people, to attract the media to go there, and the Muslim brotherhoods are causing a lot of violences and a lot of wounds. What we are talking about, how the policemen should prepare trains, streets.
We were talking regarding some detection tools and just to checking different places whether there are bombs or not, especially when it comes to a train, for example, because when it comes to such a huge number of people in a train station or on board, this is something that is different. And who they are targeting? They are targeting civilians, poor civilians, not a police station. They're not talking about officers,
because poor